Hello everybody. So today I'm going to make some Zuppa Toscana Soup. I do have one ingredient that I need to switch out for something else. I do not have any chicken broth or chicken bouillon. So I'm just going to be using this follow the rest. But it'll just be a little bit less, and it's just going to be a little bit darker, but it should be fine. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is go ahead and cut up my bacon. It's still a little bit frozen, makes it a lot easier to cut it. So that should be fine. Cut it up into kind of small pieces, because we'll be using this for a topping and also putting a little bit back into the soup later on. So you can go ahead and kind of just break it up just a little bit. I'll separate later once it cooks a little bit more. I'll go ahead and wash my hands. Down just a little bit. Right now I only do have this bigger pot right now. Unfortunately, usually I use a smaller pot, but that is okay. So I'm just going to get this bacon cooking. Go ahead and get that there. I do have some plates with napkins that I'm going to be using to drain the oil. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and wash my cutting board and my knife again so I can go ahead and cut the veggies here. This meal is very simple. It's not time consuming. And it's something you can throw together right away. And it's also really good. So, let's just go ahead and get this cleaned off here. Hands are washed again as well. Alright. So what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and chop my onion. You can use a bigger onion than this. Mine are just a little bit smaller. I'm okay with that. This is fine. Go ahead and cut it. few small pieces. We're just going to go ahead and saute them. And that should be fine, just like that. Go ahead and put it in a bowl. Go ahead and get this chicken stirred up again. Make sure it does not burn. Keep an eye on it. Now I'm going to go ahead and just chop up the potatoes. You know, looks like a lot of potatoes, but we gotta get these used up. And that's 6 people that I feed, so. No, excuse me, 5, not 6. So I'll just get these chopped up, no big deal. I'm going to go ahead and get these chopped up and I will be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I went ahead and chopped up my potatoes into bite-sized pieces. You could chop them up however big or small you want. I think that's just the perfect bite-sized piece. I do still have my bacon cooking. It does take a little bit of time just because I have it on low. I don't want it to burn. So I'm kind of letting it cook there. So that's going good there. I'm just going to turn it up a little bit higher. A little higher. Onto like a medium-low heat. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my kale cleaned and chopped. So we do have the kale here. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get it cleaned and chopped. I will show you a quick way of how you can easy. If I can just get this off here. Probably gonna be the hardest part. So yeah, and I do like to keep a little bag or Walmart bag or something on hand just so I can put the trash in it. Makes it a lot easier. So what you're gonna do is just grab a leaf with the stem, as you can see, and all you do is pull up, and there you have it, and here's the stem, all clean and ready to wash. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash this, and I will be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and drained the bacon on a paper towel, and the next thing I did was I threw in my sausage, and I'm going to go ahead and brown that up. And once that is cooked, I'm going to go ahead and drain it on a paper towel as well. And I do also want to say that when you drain the bacon, take out most of the fat. Save like I would say about 2 to 3 tablespoons of the bacon fat just to cook the sausage. It gives it more flavor. Or you can just leave it all in there. However you feel. Will be okay either way, but the bacon grease just adds more flavor, which I do not mind. So the next thing we'll be doing when the sausage is done is we will drain it, and then we will go ahead and add our onions, let those saute for a little bit, go ahead and get a little bit translucent, and then we will add some minced garlic. Cook that for about a minute, and then we will go ahead and add some water and the potatoes and some of this. Like I said, if you have the chicken broth or the chicken stuff of this, you can just go ahead and do that. But today, like I said, I'm just going to add water and then add a tablespoon of that probably, and then let the potatoes cook. Once the potatoes are cooked, you can go ahead and add the sausage into it and the heavy whipping cream. We will be also using heavy whipping cream. I'm going to be using most of this, if not all of it, but we will see. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get the sausage cooked. Once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and bring you back. Okay, so I got the sausage put on a pan, or a plate, excuse me, with a napkin, paper towel to drain. Right now I'm just tossing in my onions. Should have a little bit of grease left over in the pan. If not, you can add a little bit more of your bacon grease. That'll be fine. Or you can go ahead and add a little bit of oil. So we're just going to go ahead and saute the onions. Get those looking translucent a little bit. Just get them cooked. Get a little color on them. Pretty much this is, you know, also a one pan or one pot meal, which is also good. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up a cup with some water, hot water. Really kind of cook cook those really quick, I'm gonna go ahead and add some garlic. Yes, fresh, that's okay too. We'll go ahead and add about that much. And then quickly stir it. Let it get about quick brown on it. The pan is at a medium-high heat. So when I cook garlic, I like to just give it a quick stir around here. I do not like to cook garlic very long, maybe in a minute, 30 seconds. And I'm going to go ahead and just add water to it. That way we don't burn the garlic. I'm going to fill the pan about, I would say, a third of the way up with water, hot water. Now you can either use 2 big cartons of chicken broth, and then the equivalent of what's in the carton, which I believe may be 2 cups. You could add the 2 cups of water remaining, which will be fine. Or you don't have to add water at all if you have the chicken broth. I need to add more. Yeah, unfortunately right now that's the only pan that I have. I do have a smaller pan. This pan here I usually use for my pozole or my caldo de pollo or caldo de res. You know, things of that nature if I'm gonna, you know, cook bigger things. But this definitely won't go to waste. It's one of our favorites. We love it. Okay, I'm gonna add one more thing of water here. So I'm going to go ahead and add a whole another full cup of hot water to that. I'm going to add, it's about this much. Unfortunately, like I said, this is beef, so it's not the chicken, but that is okay. It's just going to be a little bit darker, but once you add the cream, that's okay. It'll be fine. So, go ahead and stir it around. Once you get that stirred around, go ahead and add your potatoes. Give that another stir. And go ahead and let the potatoes boil. Once the potatoes boil, we will go ahead and add our sausage and our heavy whipping cream. And lastly, the kale. The kale only takes a few minutes to get a little bit soft, but I do like mine to be a little bit crunchier. I don't like it to be super soggy. I like it to be, like I said, a little bit still on the firm side. So that's where we're gonna go with that, and I will be back shortly. Okay, so I went ahead and put in the heavy whipping cream. It was, I actually put in the whole can. It's 1 pint. So I went ahead and put that whole thing in there. Just because I like it extra creamy. But like I said, you don't have to So I got that done there. The potatoes are soft. I went ahead and, like I said, added the heavy cream. I don't know if you're able to see that very well. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to go ahead and add in some garlic powder. Just to your liking. A little bit of onion powder. All to your liking. Some salt. And some black pepper. In just a moment, after I get a little bit of black pepper in there, I am going to go ahead and taste it for seasonings. I also did add the sausage back in there. I've let that boil for about another 5 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and try this. More salt. And more pepper. Like I said, seasonings to your liking. But that's okay. And like I said, the bacon and stuff will add like a little bit more saltiness. So I can't express it enough. Add the salt to your liking. Seasonings to your liking. If you want, you could always add more chicken bouillon as well, which I do think I am going to do. I'm going to go ahead and add about this much more. So I would say altogether I put about two tablespoons. 2 big heaping tablespoons. And now the last thing I am going to do is going to be add my kale. Like I said, chop the kale to the size that you like. It's about this size. Sometimes I even like a bigger. I really love kale. So, yeah. Go ahead and put it in there, stir it around, and let it cook for say about 3 minutes. Also, I will go ahead and say, some videos will have, you can add some crushed red pepper to it, but I do have kids, and the sausage that I did put in was the Johnsonville hot sausage. So I do feel like that is going to be enough spice, just because I have children and I don't want it to be too spicy for them. They're not very good with spice right now. So if you wanted to add more to your bowl later, you can go ahead and do that as well. But yeah, this soup is really, really good. It is a copycat of Olive Garden soup. If you've never tried it before, I think you should really give it a chance. I'm sure there is more YouTube videos out there that are more simpler. I am still learning how to even do YouTube videos. I'm not 100% comfortable. This is my first cooking video and it is very difficult, so I give everybody props for doing videos. It is not easy, especially when you have kids around, trying to figure out everything. Yeah, it does get complicated. So I'm going to go ahead and just one more time really quickly check the tenderness of the potatoes, make sure they're done, so I can go ahead and serve us a bowl. If I can get a potato. It's kind of how it looks. It does need more time to cook, but I'm going to go ahead and let it cook a little bit more, let the potatoes get a little bit more softer, and I will be back after I show you and show you how to plate. So here's the finished product. I went in ahead and added some crushed red pepper and some Parmesan cheese, and everything's done. So if you guys have any questions, just go ahead and ask in the comments. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.